The Honda 450 is the best 450 in MX bikes. Look, you fell for it, okay? It's not the best. Look, you've fallen for it, and now I'm having to let everybody go. Let me take a little bit of drink here, and then we'll get going. The Honda 450 is not the best bike in MX bikes, but it is a bike in MX bikes, and I've used it now for one full day on both Supercross and Motocross to see if it's, you know, if we can get her good. And wow, what a hitch that was. What was happening? Anyway, it's not bad. I should not lie with you. It's a little bit slow. This is the thing that I'm learning about these 450s here. If it's not the KTM or the Husky, they're just a little bit sluggish there, brothers. A little bit sluggish. We are going to do an outdoor race today, and then I might switch over to see if I can find the Supercross lobby, because it's actually pretty good in Supercross. It actually kind of eats the whoops. Oh my goodness. It doesn't turn too terrible, and it's kind of just like a overall solid guy, you know? The thing I think that I've been noticing is it just, like, you get little huckabucks here and there, whether it's in the whoops or just, you know, you get a little kicker here. I am on my Supercross setup, so it's not ideal for outdoors. But we're here. This is just a random pub lobby. This isn't ranked or anything. We are now 13 seconds back, 14 seconds to be precise on the leader. Let's see if we can't lock it in and un 13 seconds ourselves. In qualifying, I was 13 seconds faster than second place, so I should be able to catch them, but if I'm being honest, there was only 2 people that had laps down, so it's very possible that this guy's an absolute Stanley Danley and putting a gooser down, and I'm cooked. But we are here behind Phaser, not to be confused with Phase or Glazer. Maybe he's a Phase Glazer. We're gonna lock it. We're gonna get around him. I did lose 3 seconds to the guy in the lead, so we're gonna need to figure out what the flip's going on. Hold on, boys. Wait. Hey, hey, bro, Phaser. Phaser, I gotta go. Okay, I just lost 3 seconds to the guy that's in the lead there, Phase. So we're gonna get around you as quickly as possible. Thank you. All right, hold on. We gotta lock in. I didn't realize I was gonna have to sweat this morning, gentlemen. I didn't realize it was like that. I didn't know I was gonna have to sweat today, but apparently we're having to sweat. I'm about to be like 18 seconds back on this guy. All right, make that 20 seconds back on this guy. This is what you guys get for falling for my trap of saying that this was the best bike in the game. I know you guys had your keyboards up and were typing. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make 20 seconds up on this guy in 3 laps, boys. Let's hope for a classic MX Bikes crashing scenario here. I didn't realize I was playing the Lord in here, you know? I didn't know this guy was the guy. I'm also really bad at the game and just keep making tons of mistakes, so there is that. But I didn't realize I was gonna have to go up against Lord Farquaad here. Like, if he extends his lead in the next sector, we're cooked. Like, not that this was a great sector, but it was a sector. He did by 2 seconds. I thought this was gonna be like a little hee-hee ha-ha moment where we did a little hit start. We had a little, you know, little fun interaction there in the beginning of the video, and then we were gonna work our way through the pack. It was gonna be cinematic. You know, it was just gonna be an experience for everyone involved. Unfortunately, it is an experience, but for nobody who's involved. First grader may be able to color straighter lines than this. Okay, 17 seconds. All right, we're good. We're chunking. We are chunking. Never mind. Everything I said about being bad at the game, I take back. We're absolutely locked in. The one thing I have been noticing about the Honda specifically is the front end feels very dead. And it's like, it happens a lot in Supercross where, oh no. Well, now we really lost it. But what I was saying is it happens a lot in Supercross where the front end will basically just, it feels like it just completely blows through the stroke and then is just not enjoyable to use whatsoever. But it also kind of holds up at the same time. You know, it's like I get a bunch of, you know, vibration in my controller, and it even makes like a bottoming out sound at times. Just really feels like we're just getting absolutely just clunked on anytime you come up short on something. But speaking of controllers, while we're just gonna spin laps here, are you guys using an Xbox controllers, PS4 or PS5? I've had a lot of people talking about PS5 controllers recently. People that I know are very good at the game, and like lifelong Xbox players switching to PS5 and then just instantly being faster. And you gotta tell me, like, if you're from Xbox and you went to PS5, what specifically about it is better, you know? Okay, and don't just say the sticks, okay? Because what about the sticks? I need to know details on the sticks, okay? Because personally, the Xbox sticks feel fine to me, nice and smooth, really, very. I'm on an Elite V2, so they seem fine, and I just, how could they be that much better? Are they? Personally, I like me a joystick. I had to put joystick in there. That is a little bit harder to rotate, like a little bit stiffer in its spring. Because I hold forward on my left stick, as you can see, when it's a little bit stiffer, I feel like I have more control. When it's not stiff and it's, you know, real easy to move around, I feel like I'm real twitchy on everything. So if like on the Xbox sticks, you can tighten them or loosen them, at least on the Elite. And so I crank mine down there very, very tight. But I'm curious on the PS5 controller, how it is. I've literally never touched a PS5 controller ever in my life. So yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see what you guys think. I am very excited to go to Supercross. This race has just been not ideal. So let's do it nice through the power of editing, as Linz would say. We're gonna go to the end of this race here, and we're gonna see. I got demolished. Okay, it just is what it is. All right, gentlemen, we are here at the end of the lap. It seems we've got absolutely bodied here by, I don't know who this feller is, but he was riding very well. And the Honda's just not the one in sand. That little horsepower difference makes a huge difference, but I mean, I don't think I was gonna touch this dude even if I was on the KTM. But let's go over to Supercross, because I have some things to talk about there with this Honda that I think you should know. I did just join a testing server because it's kind of early in the morning. There was no one on Soupy, but check this out. I'm gonna see if I can grease this. I can't. Take two here, brothers, take two. Oh, okay, you see how I barely got over that quad. Okay, so this is what I'm noticing on this bike. It really just does not have a ton of power, and you don't really notice it until you're really trying to stretch something like that quad out. Even that from the inside, I did not feel comfortable trying to get over that triple from the middle of that line there on the Honda. But it is pretty good in the whoops. It's a very interesting bike. Like, I want to try it on a DDC track, which we will try here in a minute. I mean, wasn't a great run into the whoops, and it still kind of is consistent-ish, I guess. I mean, like, it's just not, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just bad at the game now. I haven't really been playing, but it's very strange. Let's see if we can get over this. That like kind of worked. Also, this little line right here is kind of sick, right? You go double. Oh my gosh, you double hitch and then triple. And now let's see if we can't get a better run through these whoops. Yeah, like it does a pretty good job of getting through the whoops if you're able to get on top of them. If you're not, it kind of just sinks in and wants to bounce everywhere. Let's see if we can do this quad again. All right, come up a little bit short, but we're gonna wheel tap. I wouldn't expect to get over that because I clipped a little bit, but dude, it's still just pretty hard to do anything on this track, or on this bike, I should say, because, and see that? Okay, see how I cased into that and then it like double rebounded? Very strange. The front end just feels, it feels like spongy, and I don't really know. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't mean to like bag on the bike, because I think that it can be good. It doesn't really work outdoors because it's slow. I mean, obviously outdoors, if you're just better at carrying momentum, you can certainly use any bike, but it's pretty slow. Supercross, I mean, it does all right, you know, if you're able to find a little flow. The bike's not terrible. I really want to try it on a DDC track here in a minute, which we will, to see if it works there. But dude, for the most part, like, all right, this is just staying in third. I mean, you seem to do pretty good there. See if I can get this quad. I couldn't. All right, we're here at a DDC track, and I want to see how it does here. I will give you guys a setup at the end of the video. I didn't say that because I'm rewarding the long-time viewers, brothers, the long-time viewers. And you guys are going to get a setup. Again, I don't know if the setup is very good. It's just one I've been using. I have never tried it here on a DDC track, so it might be absolutely dog water through whoops, but you know, we'll see. These whoops are pretty easy, but they are definitely different than the aerial track. So here we go, brothers. We're going to find out right here. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I definitely double upshifted there to see if I could just get into fourth a little early, and it didn't really work out. But we have another set of whoops coming up right here, and then maybe we'll do one more lap to see if I'm just mid or whatever, and then that'll be, I'll show you the setup. All right, let's see. We're gonna scrub this. Yes. Get up in the fourth. Interesting. Yeah, I want to try that again because I think that I was just leaning back, and I don't usually like to do that. So let's lean forward. Dude, it's all right, I guess. This setup definitely works better on the aerial whoops. But I guess, I mean, it got through there. It just feels like the rear end is just completely dead. It's very strange. So let's see if we can't do a decent lap here. And I'll show you guys the setup. I don't know that I would suggest using this. I was trying to make this a video of like, man, this bike's really, really good and you should use it. And then the more I've used it, I'm like, maybe not. Maybe we use the Cowie. The reason I made this video is I saw somebody qualify for one of these DDC tracks on this thing, and I thought like, dang, maybe that thing's actually pretty good. Maybe they got some goated setup, but personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'll give you the setup that I have, like I said, and it's pretty fine. The setup, you know, it's pretty all right. Definitely, if you're going to use it on DDC tracks, it needs some, definitely needs some work, but I just feel so dead. And I know, I'm pretty sure my setup is really, really soft. Dude, I'm all over the place. I think I'm washed, boys. I just need to play more, to be honest. All right. I mean, come on. That thing actually kind of ate right there. Not gonna lie. That was pretty nice. So here, let's jump into the setup. I'll show you what it is, and maybe it'll help you guys. Maybe not. I have no idea. Hello, I have moved to the top of your screen. Okay, so pretty much we're running 80-110 on 450s now. That's kind of the goal. You can see it's pretty soft in the rear, which is why it may feel so dead. I know that's pretty obvious. But I had it the other way. I had it where it was either stock or stiff, and it seemed like it bucked me. Maybe one of you guys has some magic, but I don't. 1452, this is probably the best change I've made to this bike. I was running 1350, 1351, somewhere in there, and it just didn't do it for me. And then here we go at the end, just a couple little changes, 2021 or 2023, either way. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you, and I will see you in the next one.